Roblox has some extremely disturbing cases, like the tragic one I'm going to tell you about today. It's a case where a brother did something absolutely terrible to his sister, all just to take her Roblox account and pay off his heavy debts. This story was sent to us by Chloe, the main character's best friend, who witnessed this difficult situation firsthand. Chloe tells us that it all started in a very quiet neighborhood where two siblings lived, her 13-year-old friend Sophia and her 19-year-old brother Leo. At first glance, Sophia's family seemed completely normal, but something awful was about to happen inside that house. Sophia was incredibly dedicated to Roblox, but she didn't just play for fun. She spent all the money she earned over the years on Robux, buying rare items and expensive clothes in her favorite games. Because of this, her account was valued at almost $5,000, which was a massive fortune for a girl her age. Meanwhile, her brother Leo was a college dropout who couldn't find a job. He spent his days watching his little sister receive support from their parents, watching her spend it on a video game. Chloe writes that the tension in that house was very high. Leo was constantly trying to convince Sophia to lend him her account or sell it to help him pay off his mounting debts. But Sophia, who was very mature, always refused. She knew her parents wouldn't allow her to do business with him anyway, because they knew Leo spent all his money on bad habits and risky choices. The situation finally came to a major head one Friday afternoon. Their parents went away for a few days to take care of a sick relative, leaving the siblings completely alone. Sophia was in her room sitting in her pink desk chair and playing Roblox as usual, when out of nowhere, Leo burst in. He was filled with intense anger and he demanded her Roblox password, claiming he urgently needed to pay off a debt to some dangerous people. Sophia flatly refused. She stood in front of her monitor and yelled at him to get out of her room, calling him a loser and saying, "I wouldn't let him take her things." That's when Leo, in a fit of complete anger, lost control of his strength. He aggressively grabbed her and forced her against the sharp corner of a wooden trunk in the room. The impact was severe, a sound Leo later described as like a dry branch snapping. Sophia fell to the floor and stopped moving entirely, her eyes going blank, while her Roblox character remained standing right there in the game. At that moment, Leo went into complete shock. But instead of calling emergency services, his next reaction was terrible. When he realized she was no longer alive, his immediate thought was that he could finally sell his sister's account. However, it's not easy to sell an account for real money overnight. To avoid suspicion and buy himself time, Leo had to make everyone believe that Sophia was still alive and had simply run away or locked herself in her room playing games. For 3 whole days, Leo kept his sister's body hidden under the bed, covering it with blankets and plastic bags to mask the smell. Meanwhile, he sat in her chair in front of the exact same computer, frantically logging into Roblox so that Sophia's friends would see her online and not ask questions. This is where the story takes a very dark turn. Leo thought he was being clever, but he hadn't counted on Chloe, Sophia's best friend, being online. Chloe noticed Sophia was active and started messaging her in the game chat because they had a deal to play together during an event. Leo, pretending to be his sister, typed back phrases like, "I'm busy," or "I can't talk right now." But there are some things an imposter just can't imitate, and Chloe immediately noticed something was wrong. Sophia always, absolutely always, used the star emoji at the end of every single sentence. And she wrote with perfect spelling because her mother was very strict about it. Meanwhile, the person behind the screen was making basic spelling mistakes. Suspecting a hacker, Chloe decided to join Sophia's game. She approached her avatar, which was actively typing in the public chat, asking players if anyone was interested in buying the account for real money. The text was being typed message by message just to bypass the Roblox chat filters. To confirm her suspicions, Chloe asked a key question in the chat. "Do you remember what I told you about David?" Leo, having no clue about his sister's personal life, quickly replied, "Yes, of course. We'll talk about it later, guys." That response was his downfall. Chloe had never told Sophia anything about David. It was a trap question to see if it was really her friend. Chloe didn't act immediately because she wanted to be entirely sure of what was happening. So she decided to go directly to Sophia's house to surprise her and find out the truth. When she arrived and rang the doorbell, Leo opened the door just a crack. He looked very sick, anxious, and a strange, foul smell was coming from the hallway behind him. He quickly told Chloe that Sophia had a severe throat infection and couldn't see visitors. Terrified by how strange and nervous he was acting, Chloe left and immediately told her own mother that she had a horrible feeling and that Sophia had stopped answering messages. Sensing the danger, Chloe's family called Sophia's parents to warn them that something was seriously wrong. Sophia's parents rushed back as quickly as they could. When they burst into the house, Leo tried to block their path to the bedroom, claiming that Sophia had simply run away after a massive argument. But Sophia's father saw his daughter's phone still sitting on the desk. Looking at his son, who was shaking and sweating heavily, he knew he was lying. The smell and the nervousness gave everything away. When the mother frantically moved the bed, she discovered the ultimate tragedy that no parent should ever have to see. Leo was detained on the spot. During police questioning, he confessed that his entire plan was to sell the account or its rare items for quick cash and leave the country before anyone noticed. But in the end, he didn't even come close to selling it. Leo was sentenced to 64 years in prison, leaving the parents completely heartbroken, living in a house that now felt empty and sad. This tragic story leaves us with a powerful reminder about the digital world we live in today. Never let the pursuit of virtual wealth blind you to the value of real-life morality and human connection. Virtual things have zero real value without character. Leo destroyed his family and lost his freedom for a collection of pixels and a digital username that he couldn't even sell in the end. It shows that material greed, especially over virtual items, can completely corrupt a person's judgment if they lack self-control. The power of real attention. While Leo was completely disconnected from reality, Chloe proved what true friendship looks like. Her deep attention to detail, knowing her friend's unique habits, spelling, and character, is what brought the truth to light. That's all for this case. If you want to hear more stories like this, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like.